The Iraqis write about Cuba, they make jokes about Cuba, and my mother-in-law came to England and she made Cuba in my kitchen, and now my husband and I sit actually and make it ourselves. So I feel like I've turned into my mother-in-law, which is an honor, because when I first saw her making Iraqi dishes, I thought, gosh, I don't know where to start. This feels too difficult.
I think there will be some Cuba tonight.
Great. So here is the poem to celebrate and honor Cuba.
Now I get to know what it is.
She sits in my kitchen making Cuba the ancient way, with her hands. She always cooks with her hands. She pats the moist semolina in her palm, fashioning little cakes. Pushing in tiny meatballs, she seals the edge with finger and thumb. Her flesh, swelled with age, squeezes the single gold band. Chip red nail varnish gaily belies the olive skin, wrinkled again and again like the desert floor. My small son, eager to shape the dough in his hand, reaches out. His flesh, chubby with youth, brushes against her fingers, peacefully working the day. Between their touch lies the moment of learning, of passing on, of generation. The grandmother and the child making Cuba in my kitchen, the ancient way. If we lived in Baghdad, I would cast your sculptures in gold, like the sun on bleached rooftops, where the afternoon air shimmers mirage high, and the calls of pigeon keepers circle, dive, regroup. Eyes to the sky, breath tight in lungs, you release your plum, your darling, rehearsed for weeks. Beyond the bird cages, where shadows gather, a maid fills water jars, ice cold by nightfall. You will sleep with your brothers under stars, huge as the birds you train. In your dreams, the courtyard hums, women flow in and out, constant as the river, pile pita on benches, hands steeped in flour, shaped sambozak stuffed with walnuts, closed with a thumb, stuffed with dates, sealed with a key, marked like a coded secret. The gate swings open and you are gone. Beyond the desert river, flying across English skies, Canadian snow, to breakdance with the children of the apple. On the city streets, rhythms rise to skyscrapers, sculpt rich blue light, throw shadows onto wood floor where you have come to rest, dance, and break the limit of standard space. When I was a child growing up in England, I had no idea that books were ever destroyed. Books were these amazing objects that I would take from the library and read, and it never occurred to me that anyone would ever destroy a book. And then you become an adult and you know that this is something that happens in the world. And there is an artist called Qasim Sabti. Do people know his work? And he has done work in Iraq, restoring books and making art objects out of them. The books that are destroyed where you just have the spine, and we have one on the wall in our living room. So I wrote a poem about it. Untitled, 2008, Qasim Sabti, Mixed Media Collage. 8 years old, I walked down November streets, our little London suburb, to the silence of the library and reading, which came before everything, was the reason to be. Lost all day with the little women, Dickon at my side in the secret garden, I sailed with Moonfleet to Treasure Island, lost in the fictional dream. My mother and I sat reading as the coals burned red in the old living room. Not even the tick of a clock penetrated our silence. I could not imagine burning, stealing, destroying books. Qasim Sabti, an artist in agony as they looted the Baghdad libraries, books violated in the bewilderment of war, collected broken spines, shattered bodies, healed and repaired, a book cover here, a torn page there, turned them into poems on canvas, painted blue, red and white. We have one in our living room, a piece of old Baghdad in our London home. It reaches a long blue finger all the way back to your father's house beside the Tigris, near the Sharjah market and the pomegranates, all the way to the room where you were born. This broken book, this word, this blue. Thank you very much.
You can tell from the subtitle,